Right.
Every cup was small.
Yes.
Every cup was small. I was like, "Dad, there aren't no bigger cups around here."
No bigger size.
So that was for your son's birthday, right?
Yes.
But before, like, you were gone for 2 weeks, and you were gone because they was getting their whole life, winning nationals, and then they were in regionals.
They did win the regional, so now we're on our way to Orlando this weekend.
You just all over.
You're everywhere.
And it's costly too. But I got us in a special shout out not only to the District Heights Chiefs football team, but to Navarro, former linebacker.
How are you?
Former linebacker from the San Francisco 49ers, Pro Bowl linebacker from San Francisco 49ers, who grew up in this area. He has donated the luxury bus for us, for the kids, to actually go and come back.
Let's go. Okay, so you had a hype week. He had a hype week. His squad showing off.
Now I did bring you all something back. I bought Iceland's finest gin.
He bought us lollipops. I'm gonna tell y'all why he bought us lollipops in a minute.
I bought everyone a lollipop. You can put the lollipop inside of the gin for flavor. I would prefer you not do that.
Okay.
Let me see this gin. I'm gonna show y'all this gin. Let me see this gin. Let me show y'all this gin. And then while we pouring this gin, so Dime.
Yes, ma'am.
I missed you. What's up,
I
baby?
missed all of you guys.
Yes, I missed back.
It's definitely good to be back in the building, surrounded by all of these beautiful spirits. I missed y'all, man. Our mental health system is crap, and that's just what I've been dealing with.
Okay.
Pediatric mental health is some shit, and the mission now is to do something to raise the awareness for that. And I'm real private about my life, but in order to get some type of change,
let's go out.
I'm going to have to speak about it.
Yes.
And so that's what I've been dealing with, man. So just keep me in y'all prayers.
You got it.
Outside of that, I'm looking forward to just positive vibes. I went to go see Queen and Slim.
We had a date that we had to the kids be popping.
It's okay because I had the same thing happen the other night, but I'm trying to go see it again.
Oh, you trying to go tonight?
Queen and Slim. Yeah.
The new movie that just came out. Mr. The
Okay, so self-defense, he shoots the cop, and life happened after that. Yeah. So I would love for us as the UUCJ to see it and then talk about it because
with our t-shirts.
Yes, with our t-shirts.
UUCJ get marketed over Iceland. I flooded Iceland with cards.
We need to. We definitely this is a movie that we need to discuss. We need to talk about it. And I want, even if we don't see it all together, everyone needs to see it so we can discuss
Let's
it.
do it. Let's go on a date.
Let's go on a date.
Okay, we're going on a date. We're going on a UUCJ date.
I love it. We got the camera woman over here.
Yes, Shadonna. How was your week, though?
Stubbs is doing great.
She over there working.
Okay.
She over there working. And the alert.
The Nancy.
Yes,
the
Miss
alert.
Nancy.
How was your week, baby?
My week has been pretty
She
good.
behind
Well,
these things.
Shanetta, we're everything real estate. So, our week was really, really good with real estate. Yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
I need to hear about this.
Oh my goodness. It was so we started off right. Saturday we fed the homeless.
Yes.
Clothes and stuff.
Yes.
And started out with a good heart. Good. That felt so good. And then the week started out with what? How many? That same Saturday, how many units did we get to manage?
It was just 10.
10
Just
units?
10.
Just 10.
That's a lot. Just 10. That's a lot.
Yes. So
Go ahead.
So we got 10 new units to manage as the PMs of the city.
Of course.
Yes. So, we're everything real estate. Shanetta, she's 20 years.
Yes.
Property management, I'm 23 years real estate, and we're just doing it. But other than that, I have my aunt here. Oh, she's in the corner.
She's
visiting me from New York, and she's been with me all day today, running around everywhere. We did go to the African American Museum.
Okay, so did you guys get to see everything, or did you? Because it's huge.
No, so we didn't get to see
huge.
the history because there was a 2-hour line for the basement, which is where the history is. So we saw everything else. Next time we'll see the history. 2-hour
See,
wait.
that's why I started it last time.
That's why I
started in the basement. That's why
We couldn't. It was a 2-hour wait.
I went by myself. I caught the subway down. Like, that was my first time being on the subway in years.
Yeah,
And,
that was crazy. But if you guys go there, the Sweet Home Cafe, the food is so great. Yes. I was a little mad that the big succulent shrimp and grits had ham in it. I'm like, why? Why is that necessary?
Because she was supposed to eat it.
You said the big what?
Here he go. He's back. Here
Don't
he
say
go.
Succulent. It was really good. But other than that, we went to the monument and we did some good stuff. And then Thanksgiving was good. We ate a lot. Went over to my girl Carla's house and ate everything because they cook everything. Thank you to Johnson's.
Yes.
The Johnsons cook like they're feeding a nation. Thank you very much.
I love it.
So it's been a really, really good time, and I'm very thankful for all the good people I have in my life. Yeah.
Good people are hard to come by.
Good people are hard to come by, and when they come by, hold on to them like it's life or death, because it is.
It has to.
It is. You talk about that because that's a little bit what we're talking about this week. What are we thankful for in this season of our lives? Just, not just your basic stuff, but like, what are you really thankful for right now?
I'm thankful for the friends that I have in my life, seriously, because I talk about this all the time. I have the most amazing group of friends,
yes, you do.
And I'm very thankful for them. I'm thankful for the work that I do and my family, though they drive me crazy. I have to pray when I think about it, but I can't complain. I am grateful for and thankful for everything that I have gotten and what's to come.
That's good.
I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for my sanity. And, because so much stuff is going on. I'm glad we're talking about safety today because it just seems like us women in general, like, they're just grabbing us up from anywhere. I almost had an incident that happened on yesterday, so I'm glad we're discussing this. But I wanted to give a shout out to the Wilson Foundation, Micaiah Wilson. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, they're going to be, actually they're doing a march and a drive starting at 2 p.m. Bring your car, bring your signs. They're bringing national attention on the violence happening in Baltimore City and Washington, D.C. So me and Mr. Regulated, we're inviting everyone to come out if you can to the White House at about 4 o'clock. They're going to have media and some other people out there. And we're talking about violence because our kids are not, we've been taken and the kids getting killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and getting taken. Right. So it's just so much going on. So if you guys can come out tomorrow, come out to that event, and they're going to have an organization there with some of the children speaking who have actually lost their parents to violence. So they no longer have their... Okay. I got interrupted by the bling on Mr. I just happened to look over. He pimped out in here tonight. Does that happen to be
from Iceland?
That's our girl say her name because I forgot it. Okay.
Yeah, he forgot it.
Pretty red.
Yeah, Pretty Red. Yeah. Make sure y'all check her out.
Custom-made it for me.
Yep, I got some earrings from her too. But yeah, that's all that's been going on. I just want to invite you guys out to that, and I'm about to back off because the food is out.
we have pie in here.
The sweet
there's
pie.
Gin, there's pie. My goodness,
Homemade.
My love.
What you been up to?
Yeah.
Tell us about
Just a
your
tiny
week
piece
and
of
what
that
you
crust. I eat
thankful
the
for.
crust.
You know what? I am so thankful for this opportunity, other opportunities that have come my way. I'm thankful for my babies. I don't know where I would be, what I would be doing without them little boogers in my life. I'm thankful for my man.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yes.
Good man alert.
You guys see, I might
Let us know. We don't know what that looks like. Good man alert.
Yes.
All right.
Oh man, it's just so much. It was one thing that just seemed to turn my whole life around. I was going through a situation at work, and it was so stressful. And I was about to give up my 19-year career because of one person.
Wow.
And Lord, and the person who hired me back.
Okay.
Wow.
So he literally saved me.
Okay.
And ever since that happened, my whole life has turned around. This opportunity came my way, like, hey, take it. Come on, what you doing? What you doing?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
My jewelry business
Okay.
popped up out of nowhere. Like, I never thought in a million years I would be making jewelry. Out of all things, I wanted a boutique with lingerie. I'm still gonna do that.
I know that's right.
I'm doing my lingerie shows, but this is yes.
Wait,
what happened in
that's
February?
Lingerie. Wait.
That's every February. Baby. That's what we do.
That's the
that's the E40 event.
Okay, I'm going.
Yes. You will be in the show, Miss Ma'am. What you talk about, I'm going.
Oh, okay. I'm walking, so make sure you call in if you're going to be in Nivea's show, 202-299-6673, and call us and tell us what kind of lingerie you wore for the holidays.
Yes.
You know, Christmas is coming up, so they got all their red, shades, and red and white, but what color did y'all wear for Thanksgiving?
Right.
Nothing.
That's right.
It
Brown.
was
Was it boxers,
Melanin.
sweatpants?
I mean, in front of the kids. But you know, when you get on, so,
She said,
nothing.
nothing.
Right.
Okay,
Nothing.
Okay. So I spent this whole week having a ball. So Sunday, I produced my first music video.
Yes, I'm so
Yes.
So y'all get ready. I'm
All that
so
money,
excited.
was it real?
No, boo.
Oh,
But that was
come
beautiful.
on.
That was $2 million.
Woo!
Soon it will be.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
right.
understand that.
Claim
Soon it will be very real. But we just had. I'm gonna shout out to Chad, Chad E. Smet. Thank you so much for directing the video. Shout out to Oasis. Shout out to Nina. Shout out to the production assistant. Shout out to the model. Shout out to District Soul Food for letting us shoot it there. Shout out to the PMs of the city because we have all those locations.
Yes.
But no, for real. Look ready, get ready because D2 is coming out and we're gonna drop his first single, Baby Free. So, Baby Freestyle. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. He's coming on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all get ready because outside of cutting hair, that man is in the studio. So I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna start working on a few management pieces, and I'm enjoying some other aspects of the entertainment career outside of the modeling and the acting. I was managing artists and helped develop models and actors. So put my hand back in the game and start looking ready to start doing producing a little bit more, like producing this show and like having fun and bringing just some different topics and just enjoying life on a different scale. So outside of real estate and outside of Empowerment Essence, we actually are finalists in a pitch competition.
Yes.
So we made it to the finals. So this Friday we will be at the Perfect Office doing the final pitches, their second annual competition, and we are pitching for. Thank you so much. We were in the building, so we're pitching for more awareness in mental health, as Don was speaking about, because being with Don this week and then just working in the mental health field for the last 5 years and being a suicide attempt survivor, I know that there are so many loopholes and so many families that are not getting the assistance they need, and we need help to make sure that those families get the help that they need.
Right.
Sitting in the hospital and talking to the nurses about the fact that they do not provide the assistance that's necessary, having individuals wait for beds at other facilities to be toyed with, and to have parents actually waiting and having to take time off of work and not being able to deal with anything else at home, to be lied to on a repeated basis, and to pretty much be told that you cannot leave, but you're telling me I can't leave, but then you have no place, you have no bed. And so we're calling around, and so my question, and I said this last week when we were feeding the homeless, is that like we're building so many prisons. So
because that's
why
private
can't
money,
build
girl.
some more
That's private
mental-
and that's money.
Okay, so that's private and that's
And it's money.
But here's the thing, with the mental health facilities that they could actually build to actually provide help, you're going to deter some of those prisons, because when you have individuals getting the proper medical attention, when they truly have a medical health condition, it's important, because then they don't make it to the prison.
Well, that's if you're looking at that really, really big picture
Well,
situation.
let's look at the big
and
picture.
they're looking at the prisons are making us money. Creating more mental health situation is not making us any money.
Well, we
So
be
that's
honest
where we
about
are.
it. These politicians and our systems are creating more mental health concerns for so many of our constituents, period. The treatment of black men and black women and brown women and the disappearance of us, that's a strain on our mental health.
Right.
If we think about the prisons, you're setting up prisons for individuals, you're building them for our babies. You know, you're building them for our babies, and it's sad that, you know, you build them based on our population going in. And not to say, and for me, I believe in Black Lives Matter. I believe that even with Black Lives Matters, when we're doing this movement, that we have to be the example within our community and stop killing each other. Stop being So, you know, we got to stop being out here saying that it's Black Lives Matter, but then around the corner you hurting your brother and your sister.
Right.
And so, to the politicians, you know, stop giving them a reason. Talk to them about something else.
Right.
You know,
Stop
take those
giving
positions.
them a reason not to help.
Well, not even giving them a reason, because I'm not basing everything off of them helping us. Let's be genuine about it.
Right.
Are you expecting the government to come in and give us so much when we've made them so much money? And do you really think they're going to do it? We have to take that back and take that ownership back.
Right.
But if we don't have any mental health facilities to actually give individuals the proper mental health care that they need, without the judgment, without individuals right now having a deadline to sign up for health insurance.
Right.
December 15th is coming.
December 15th.
But coming.
Do realize if you don't sign up for it, you will be penalized. If you don't have insurance throughout the year, every month you did not have insurance, you will be penalized when you file your taxes.
Who's going to?
But why?
Because that's how they make their money. Remember, it was free before Obamacare, and this is what frustrated me. I was a life insurance agent as well as a health insurance agent. I sold it, and I stopped selling the health insurance component because it was hurting my clients, realistically. Okay, let me just and just talk to me about it, because it hurt my clients. When you have to pay $200 as a single individual, up to $400 and $500 and $600 for a family, because they have made it mandatory that you must have health insurance. When you made the companies make sure they have to give you health insurance, you made it mandatory. So they said, well, now we got to give it to you.
So here's a question though, Shanetta.
Yeah.
If it's not mandatory to have health insurance, what are you doing then? If you don't have health insurance, how are you?
You're managing the best way that you can for your family.
Care of,
you may not get to the doctor, but guess what? I may not get to the doctor
but when you
anyway.
do get to the doctor because you have a serious situation, who's paying for it?
Well, am I going to make it to the doctor anyway? Because I can't afford to pay $400 a month for medical health insurance.
Because the truth of the matter is, my insurance was $765 a month for just me as an independent contractor. $765, and I have to be honest. When Obamacare came, I went and got Obamacare, and it was $200 a month. So $200 versus $765 a month, and plus I was getting better.
But how often did you go to the doctor?
Oh, I go to the doctor all the time.
I use my insurance.
I use my insurance. Look, I'm not a hypochondriac, but I go to the doctor all the time. And the truth of the matter is, because I don't know if you know, 2 years ago I had spine surgery, so I had to go deal. I had spine surgery. And I'm all good. Things.
So what we just heard is a real life example of how Obamacare affected one individual. Now I'm gonna give you another example. When Obama, I couldn't wait for his black ass to get out of office.
What? Blasphemy!
And I'm gonna
A lot of people feel like that.
My president like that.
What you said?
No,
I could not wait.
he
for
will
his
not say
black
that
ass.
again.
I could not wait for his black ass to get out of office. Obamacare killed me. It had me so stressed out.
Why?
Because the bracket that I was in, I ended up paying, I think it was maybe $400 a month. I paid $400 a month when before Obamacare came, I was not paying anything.
Okay.
Now, but it helped me. I was paying $765, and then I was paying $200, and I was still making the same amount of money.
That's your experience. This is my experience. You probably made double what I made, so you can afford it. I could not afford it.
Okay.
That $400 a month absolutely killed me.
Wait, so let me understand.
And this is why
You're
people
an
commit fraud.
independent contractor as well?
No. This is I work for. Well, we had a contract with the government. I work for a nonprofit when he was in office.
So you had to get your own insurance.
So even I had to get my own insurance, or I had to buy into the company's insurance, and it was pretty much the same thing.
I remember for the company.
It was just about that, but the benefits were not the same that I would get if I got a little bit of added benefits from going through going through the state. I got to pick where I wanted.
Right.
I think I had MedStar or something. They were really good. But when I tell you that it was so fucking unfair that I had to pay this amount of money and I'm struggling.
Right.
I'm talking about my check. My check probably was every 2 weeks, maybe $1,200. So I got to pay cell phone.
Right.
I'm a single parent. I got to provide for my kid.
Right.
I mean, all of these things is going on, and then I got to come up with this $400. And then if I don't come up with it, I get penalized on taxes.
And what people
Right.
don't realize with a lot of the health insurance is that they do not pay out until you meet your deductible.
Yes.
That's another
And
thing.
so
That's
your
right.
deductible, and it starts out, and if you're paying a lesser deductible as for anything,
Yes.
you
You're
pay a
paying a
higher
higher
premium,
Exactly.
just like with car insurance or anything else. But with the health insurance, it really makes a difference. So, like, just for instance, today I was just looking at the Maryland health insurance because I'm reevaluating health insurance for myself.
Okay.
So as a single individual for myself, that I can do a deductible and it'll be at $1,500, but I'm going to pay $210 a month. It's considered the Kaiser Gold plan.
Okay.
But
I hate Kaiser.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
love Kaiser.
but everything's in
Get
one
Cigna.
building.
This is
Get
stuff that she
Cigna.
loves
Do not take care of me at
Well, I like Kaiser because everything is in one building, but I also like
Right.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Oh,
so,
that's me.
So,
Yeah.
so but
me.
they're
Blue
Cross
they're
Blue Shield
higher.
is Cigna.
Yeah.
So their premiums are higher, but you really get to decide what works best for you.
And you get to go to whatever doctor you would like
And
to
you
go
do.
to.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
And that's what I want. I don't want you to tell me which doctor to go to. Kaiser, you get you all that. No,
But
because
you
I
can't
have
pick.
stuff going on with me.
No.
I need to pick my own.
You can. You just
Dr.
gotta pay more
Tushark
money.
Let me tell y'all
You
about
just gotta pay
Kaiser
more money.
real quick. I have a girlfriend right now. She was going through. Actually, she's my ex-girlfriend. She had a biopsy, or what she thought she had a biopsy a few years ago. Kaiser went in and gave. They didn't do it,
Oh.
and this was
How do
Kaiser.
you think you had a biopsy?
So she went under and everything, and they were supposed to have done the
So what
biopsy.
did they do?
I don't know.
See,
They didn't do anything. They gave her paperwork and gave her the pictures of her insides, but she was just back in the hospital. I think it was like 4 months ago, and they did the biopsy. They was like, "Oh no, this is the set." Like they compared the pictures. I keep telling her to leave Kaiser, just like right now with her foot. Like Kaiser's some shit. Okay, when I tell you,
Okay. Well,
Which Kaiser does she go to?
all of them. I'm not going all of them. All of them.
Okay.
They are some
I
shit.
like the one in Largo because
I took her ass there to Largo, and they put
I
her.
picked my doctor also.
She
Now I
picked
switched
her.
my doctor because I did pay a little bit more because at Kaiser you can let them, they pick your primary care physician. But I went right on their little profiles and read, and I picked my doctor. And I can't say I had 2 incidents there, but the way I act when I go in, you're gonna give me what I need.
And see,
And so
that's me. Because
hey, ladies, we're about to.
we better go in. We gotta go
Yes,
in.
we're gonna take a
All
little
right, guys,
break,
we're
and
gonna
we'll
get
be
y'all a break.
right back. Don't go away, you UCJ.
yeah, Kaiser some shit.
Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, he didn't.
He did.
No, you're not allowed no more.
We're picking the music from now on.
Yeah, we've been doing. You okay?
I'm going back to my lollipop.
No, you didn't.
This
Turn it.
story kind of good.
You gonna dip it?
I mean, I'll
I'm
love.
hurting you.
No.
Turn this
No.
thing on.
Look, Thanksgiving, I'll love.
I'm done.
The love we get the others. The love we get them
I'm
right.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Where's my pie?
You said you ain't want
It's all gone too.
Two things.
Excuse me.
Two things.
Yeah.
I want everybody to
This
have the
pie that I
opportunity.
made,
Sit down,
y'all.
sit down. I want everybody to have the opportunity to speak. Nancy, let everybody speak, and then if you have a question, then let them pop in. If they speak it too long, pop in. But I don't. It's too much. It's too much. Like four or five people talking. Another thing, before y'all came, this right here, Shanetta, when you hear this right here, and I'm gonna do a test run. You may not have a call,
Okay.
but this is for the phone call.
Okay.
This says that there's a call on my line.
Okay.
And when Dime hears this, Dime will take
I
over.
don't know what's going on with the phone. It keeps saying emergency call phone.
Y'all, I did this pie.
You did.
Yes,
that.
you did.
Yes,
you did.
it's delicious. So I ate like 3 of them last night.
No, you did not.
Because I made the mini one.
Okay.
So my mother keep playing games, right? She keeps telling me she coming over Sunday to get her plate.
It's gone.
I hope
Sunday.
there's some still there. Yes, because she got jokes.
Hey, you guys, everybody look this way so I can kind of grab a picture.
Let me help you.
Yeah, link it over there.
I love you, sis.
Look this way, 1, 2, and 3. Dana.
Happy holidays, Angela.
I did a promo, you guys,
Unstoppable
but I
boy.
didn't have time to
I
upload it.
told you
I'm gonna show it to you guys so you can kind of get an idea.
I don't know
We
why.
went to Chipotle
Oh no.
when we were coming in.
Yeah, don't go to
So you're gonna do them all
It's
off
Chipotle.
of the shows from the shows? Okay.
Chipotle.
It's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Hi guys. Hi John. Nice to
Okay.
see you.
Everybody
So,
record their audio.
Hi Josie.
When we come back out of break,
Jerome.
Oh.
Hey Patricia.
when we come back out of break, we're going straight to topic.
Hi Mark. Hi Mark.
15 seconds.
Yes, I'm strong with
Turn
it.
the mics on.
All right, we're back.
And we are back. If you are just tuning in, Unregulated, Unplugged Conversations and Jams this Friday. So we were talking about a few things that we were thankful for. And then we started talking about some other things that we were not thankful for that we got to change, okay? And people have their different opinions. We want to put our disclosure out there. The thoughts, the views, the opinions of the things that you hear are not necessarily the representations of UCJ.
We might need y'all to sponsor.
But for real. So what we're going to get into right now, there is a show, if everybody's been watching and paying attention. Y'all know Tyler Perry always getting it
He
in.
gets it, man.
And he
gets
nails it every
He
time.
does.
Is anybody watching Sisters?
No.
I still
I'm watching Oval.
Sorry.
She's talking about the Oval. I'm talking about
Oval.
Sisters. Okay, so we're going to talk about Sisters. And the reason I wanted us to start talking about Sisters is because there are a few things that are going on in this show
Mm-hmm.
that I think that we should talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing is our queen, that is a divorce attorney, is dating a married man,
Oh, what a minute.
Okay.
and she's going to have to represent his wife
Oh, stop playing with me.
in their divorce.
Oh.
And it's not clear if the wife really knows that
She the mistress.
she the mistress.
Wow. But wait a minute. Isn't that some kind of law against that? Isn't she breaking some kind of...
Wait.
She could
Are you
defend
ready?
the boss.
You ready? So you ready for this? So her boss told her, you're taking the case. Because she bad as hell.
Does the boss know she's sleeping
Yeah,
with
she
her
came
husband?
clean to the boss.
Oh,
The boss-
she did.
But the boss told her, oh, no, you didn't. You didn't tell me that.
She trying to save her because they
No,
take
the
her
boss
to
is
the
the
boss.
man. He ain't playing.
Oh,
He said, do your job.
that's the ethics committee all day long.
All day long, Donna.
Wow.
All
So,
day.
My question for you ladies is one.
Trifling. You know how I feel about these trifling hoes. I'm sorry.
Woo!
So
Rifling hoes.
that's one.
sorry.
That's one. So she trifling.
She did trifling. Like,
She trifling.
She trifling.
She trifling
Mr.
because-
Unregulated.
you got your hands.
He got
in
his
your
hand
face.
up there like he had the Obama pose.
Right.
I need more information.
Oh, what
Information
She's
because
sleeping with the husband, representing the wife in the divorce. What else do you
how
need?
long?
Right.
Y'all ain't ready
Well,
for
I've
it.
actually, I mean, this is this could be my life too, right? I mean, how long have they been separated?
Oh my God.
They're not separated.
They're not
sweetheart.
separated.
So
Wait.
but you have to understand. So they've been getting their life. Okay. She hired a private investigator. The private investigator has not found out who she is yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But her husband, what's so crazy is that the dude, now that he left the wife, because at first he was still living, he was saying he wasn't going to leave because of the kids. And he just left. But he proposed to the wife again. The wife said, thank you. Went to the divorce attorney, his girl. And she was angry, so she put him out. Then he came back. Then he said he moving in. So he moved in. He left the wife with the kids and moved in with her. And the first night he was there, he said, you should represent her.
Oh.
Because it'll help him. It'll help him.
I can't.
And he want.
I know
he
what
said,
that's about then.
Yeah,
You know what that's
because
about?
he said,
Okay.
and he told her, he said,
That's about.
half of what she take is our future. Nigga, you lying. So let me
Right.
tell y'all what I really think is going on. I think the nigga knew that she was a divorce attorney from the gate. He was going to have an affair with her, get her hooked, get her to handle that divorce, and have that paper, and then leave her ass high and dry.
Right.
That's what I think is going
Looking
to
like a monkey.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Unregulated, you got all this information. What would you do?
It's clear that he has a sensitive dickhead. So anything he puts it in drives him to believe that he's in love or he wants to be with that person. I mean, if he's going back and forth.
He's probably a
He had an
Capricorn.
ulterior
He
motive.
plotting. So that's just the
But
first.
see, that's what you think. That's her conclusion of how the series
So
is going
far?
to end.
No,
but we
it's
don't
not.
know. So,
So
I
I
mean,
thought she was gonna leave him a few times, considering that he was married, but she ain't leave.
So she has no effort.
but there's a song for that.
What?
Clean up woman?
Ain't no future in love and a married man.
Man, yes.
Okay, well play that song. 'cause
It's
I ain't
not
never
her.
heard that song.
You never heard that song?
Really?
No, I ain't never heard that
I've
song.
never heard it.
Okay, I know
I've heard
enough
that
about
song.
myself. Sing
Ain't
it.
no future in love.
I can't hear you.
Married man. I can't sing.
Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had?
Y'all might as well play that Shirley Murdoch then.
Let
Hey!
You know?
So that's
a real song.
That's one scenario.
Nasty.
Now the second scenario is another man left his wife because she cheated on him.
Okay.
Because he was a good man.
Okay.
She the wife is crazy. She done kirked out crying. She done went to the date that he was on with the new girl.
Wait, that would be me.
No, but yeah, the wife. But she went to bring him his wallet because he left his wallet. So he called the wife and said, "Listen, I'm on a date. I need you to bring my wallet."
What? Shut your mouth.
Wait, no.
And she showed up with the wallet.
Did she show up with a wallet? Was there credit cards in the wallet?
Right. Yeah, she brought her. He's the breadwinner.
I bring you the wallet.
He was the breadwinner, so she slept with his
credit
best
card
friend.
cuts out.
She slept with the best off with her head.
Off with her
So
head.
he said he's done.
Yeah,
he said that's his
Oh,
deal
wait a
breaker.
minute.
He
So
slept with the best
she-
friend one time. His wife slept with his best friend. He said it's over.
Okay.
So now he done met, a friend of the attorney, because his sisters, there's four of them, they all friends, and they got different things going on.
Okay.
And she got issues because her man always cheating and going back and forth. But so he really like her.
Okay.
But the wife then went to her job because she do him and said, "Leave him alone. Give me 6 months to get it right."
Okay.
She
She
begged,
told the mistress
but she signed
to
it.
leave him alone.
She's
give
not a mistress
her-
though because
She know.
She know, and he left. But he left. He said it's over.
Oh,
He left the wife.
after she cheated on him. He
Yeah.
left.
But what she
want
don't
him.
understand is that the other young lady, she like, I ain't dealing with him
can't.
anyway because I don't got time for drama.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
I'm going home.
So,
I can't.
so what's the name of the
I
show?
didn't get a
again?
chance
And
to.
what network?
Sisters. Everybody has to watch
Yeah.
Sisters.
What network is it
I'm
on?
gonna have to check that out.
That's on own. That's on the own. That's on the own. So we gotta watch.
It's on the what?
I think it's on
Own.
own.
Oprah Winfrey's
okay.
network.
Yeah, the Sisters.
Or Fire Stick. I'm on Fire Stick. I would be
Yes,
on Fire
ma'am.
Stick. I didn't get a chance to tune in the other
Yes.
night. I got off the
You gotta
phone
get
and was
caught up.
doing something
Yeah.
else. But
When y'all talk about the Oval, like
tell me
you
about
said-
the Over Sisters, please.
Okay, so that's the scenario with those two. So the next one is the young lady that's dating this guy that you would probably think is homosexual. He's saying he's gay. So, but he's not. He's not gay. He says, but he got some gay tendencies.
Oh,
Okay.
Like he wear the boxers with the flapper open in the front and they red and they tight. Like so they was having sex for the first time and he went down and gave her some head and he wouldn't come up. She tried to pull him up and he wouldn't come up.
yeah.
And he said she didn't want him to and she said I tried to pull. He's like no you didn't. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen the
I
next
wonder if
time.
he was stuck in a clit like this.
I don't even know what you
But
all
the
are
other gentleman
talking
said
about.
that he's a unicorn. He said that you should be happy when stuff like that happen. How do y'all feel about that?
Then he won't come up.
They said that most men normally when they're performing oral sex, they want it's quick. They
Oh no.
Turn
I've
over.
never had that experience.
no, never say no.
They do it until I come, or I be like, I'm not gonna come. Get up. Let me see what that dick is. Because I mean, that's just what it is. Most of the time, y'all be down there and don't be y'all be everything but what you're supposed to do. Okay, I need to suck a little
you
bit,
just
lick a little
posted
bit.
about this.
I just posted
These
and I
are
gave y'all
things-
some game.
What are you thankful for? That men that know how to
Suck the head of the, listen, okay? I'm gonna give y'all some dime facts about this head one day. Ooh, child, in school you a little bit one day. Today is not the day because we got guests. But I will definitely demonstrate some things and help y'all out a little bit. Because y'all don't be knowing, some of y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Well,
here he go.
I hear you talking. I mean, you got a lot of power in your hands. Show me.
See,
The people watching want to know what you're talking about.
No, they
She's
don't.
talking about
This
teaching you
lollipop
guys
too
how to do
small.
women.
Right.
I'm willing to learn.
Flip that
I'm
real
down with
quick.
the lollipop.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring the banana.
So you couldn't
with the
do a
curve.
lollipop?
Only you.
It's too small.
Yeah.
It does nothing for me. This is just strictly for my pleasure.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. How did we deviate it from what we're thankful for?
'Cause y'all
Is that what you're
nasty.
thankful for?
We
Y'all
were talking
nasty.
about sisters, and I'm telling y'all
Nasty.
what the other issue with the other young lady
Right.
is. So it's a possibility that the guy that she likes may be gay or may not be gay, but he got some gay tendencies.
So how do you feel about that? If you're having these real great feelings, really,
They just
my heart. Well, your heart does what your heart does, Shanetta. So your heart is leaping out of your chest every time you see him. You hear his name. You,
That's a new
it's
show.
him. I want him.
I ain't feel that in a long
But
time.
okay, you feel that tonight. and let's say you're having these feelings, right? And then he says,
Oh
well,
my goodness.
not that I'm gay or not that I'm bisexual, but I'm just sexually fluid, right?
This will be your first, last, and only.
So that's what
fluid?
sexually fluid.
Thank you.
So I want to know, what would you say if the guy that you really like or getting to like or love and want to be with says to you, I'm sexually fluid.
First of
that
all,
mean?
what does that mean? Exactly. I don't know what that means.
Sexually fluid just means I flow like the water.
Wherever the wind blows.
Wherever the
Oh,
wind
no,
blows.
sir.
This is an episode of Insecure.
Blown up out of
I
here.
don't like it.
No, right. I can't want it.
Okay, so he didn't say
I
I'm
want
sex-
to.
He didn't say, oh,
Wait a minute.
I actually
stop.
would, if
You-
it's a guy that I trust and he's bisexual. Yeah, I want to see him turn me
You
out.
having sex with
Really?
him?
Oh, I believe that.
Because most men
hell
can't
no.
really turn me out. But if he knows about the vagina and the penis, he bringing it to me, and that's on a bucket list for me. I want to have sex with a gay man,
Would you watch him get fucked in
and I
the
actually
butt?
want to have sex with him
that's
too.
the
in his
next
butt.
level
I would
now.
do that.
I'm gonna tell you one thing for certain, two things
Straight
for
up
sure.
status.
As a woman who has strapped a nigga, you gonna lose all respect afterwards.
It's Friday night and
You gonna lose all respect afterwards.
I don't even know how we
Conversations and
jams. We're
Yeah,
supposed to be
so-
talking about what we're thankful for.
Listen, if I finger your butt,
We'll be back.
yeah, my nigga, that's
We'll have to take a break. We're taking a short break. A short break.
woo. We cannot. I cannot.
Wow.
Well,
this for you, Shit. That's the song right there.
here go the song.
Yeah.
So
y'all.
when we come back, we got 15 minutes. We going straight through. Where we going at?
What was the original topic?
But we
Thankful.
Oh.
Thankful.
thought
No,
it was
that was
safety.
last week, young lady.
did we?
Last
already
week was
said what they
safety.
were
This
thankful?
week is what we're thankful for.
I know. I think I was last.
Where we thankful?
I don't wanna
Yeah.
be.
Yes.
right.
Yeah, everybody
did.
said what we're
Because I
thankful
went.
for.
I don't know if everybody else went.
Yes, you did. I started with you.
No, that was about Iceland.
That's how we start off your week.
Oh, okay. Well,
We did.
That's what you're thankful for. We better do that.
I'm thankful for a lot.
All right, we're gonna go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go around and say what we thankful for.
Okay.
So
So we just say two things.
Yes.
Say two things and then we be good.
let's talk about how we can be more.
Thankful.
The
I've heard
married
it.
man.
I've heard this song before. I just
How
didn't
we
know the
can
name of it.
be, how we can be more impactful in the community
Okay.
and make. I mean, I'm thankful
How's
that
it gonna go from?
it's the same
From
thing.
sucking
Listen. It's because
We
it's
going from
unplugged,
being
it's
turned
unregulated.
out.
It's unregulated. But
Pictures.
I'm thankful that I'm able to buy this lady's turkey or her stuffing that she had to leave at the counter.
Mr. Unregulated.
Okay.
You know,
We going there
you can
from
be
here.
you can be thankful because you know you can put someone in an apartment that they've been searching for so long.
Right.
Yeah, but we got
We got that already. We can't go there
we
from
gotta- we
she
can't
wants to
Friday
be
night.
turned out by a gay man.
we can't go back.
I don't know what it is.
We should do that.
And what must watch? How we bring it back? I got you. I see the movie.
We go get it. We got
Let's talk about impactfulness next week. We impacting booty holes this week.
Yeah, let's go back to men's booty hole.
No, let's not.
I got some men on the line.
Tell them to call.
They gonna call in? Tell them to call.
Call it.
No.
202-299-6673.
If her line is blowing up with that, go with it.
I said I wanted to
299-6673. Stubbs is here and she is talking about what she want to do tonight.
tell them what I wanted to do.
She got some things on her bucket list.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Stay tuned. We gonna bring it to you live on Unregulated, Unplugged Conversations and Jams. Are you ready? Can you handle this?
Child.
Friday night, 7-8. Let's go.
Only when I come in the building do y'all get this ratchet.
Oh, I don't understand how we got to where we got to.
And we are back, Welcome back, Unregulated, Unplugged Conversations and Jams. First of all, I just heard that song. They played it.
Yes.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That's what y'all should have told me, because I'd have been like, oh yeah, I know that song. Mm-hmm. Yes. And he did say there is nothing that's gonna come to the love of a married man.
Nothing.
But they be saying I'ma leave. So
That's a lie.
So they're
it's
not
a
gonna
lie.
leave.
It's a lie. They're not gonna leave. They're never gonna leave. And
Mr.
here's why.
Unregulated, will a man leave his wife if he tell the mistress or the side chick he gonna leave?
Absolutely.
I believe that.
How
I've
long
seen
has
it
he
happen.
been with her? Wait a minute. He's telling you he's gonna leave. How long has he been with you? How long has he been with
Am I
you?
am I the side
What?
chick?
You side the chick. You the side chick. How long has he been
First of all, I
with
would
you?
never be the side chick.
Well, I mean,
Side chicks be winning
there's
sometimes.
absolutely, there's nothing wrong with being a side chick.
I understand that,
it's
but
right.
that's just not my lifestyle.
Let me tell y'all
Maybe
something.
it's the
Before you
name
sign
of it.
up to be my nigga side chick, just know. I pulls up, I cuts up, I does it, okay? Please don't sign up for that.
Mexican on the show.
But you know what? I'm just gonna keep it 100 because I have a lot of male friends that I'm not even having sex with. They're just long-time male friends. What I will say is that a lot of married women and girlfriends are side chicks without knowing. Some of y'all are around the side chick and don't even know it, just like that show. And you know what? I'm just humble to just trust the guy with whatever's going on, and he trusts me, and we both bring that goodness. But at the end of the day, every woman got just about it. If we thinking our cuckoo and jewels and your tongue is the thing that's gonna keep them, it's not. You gotta have character. True. Because sometimes a side chick ain't having sex with your husband. She just considered a side chick because she doing all the fun things that you don't get to do with him. So
She's doing the intimacy.
let's keep
thing.
it 100.
She's being
I got questions.
The intimacy he could share his life with.
I got questions. As somebody who's been the wife and the side chick to a married man, yeah, we did all that fun shit, and then we got a son too. So yeah, that fun shit turns into serious shit. So I'm a firm believer of how you get them is how you lose them.
But did you lose him to another woman after you had the relationship?
That nigga was fucking whole time.
Okay.
So see, this is what I say.
Whole time.
I got my husband from another woman. She came back and messed our stuff up. So that is true.
And
So
you
I don't
started
want to. I don't want to marry man, but like Mr. Unregulated said, there are men that will leave. So what if he leave? Is he a bad man?
No, but the question is, when is he going to leave? If you've been with him for 6 years and he is planning and fixing to leave, and he hasn't left, then there's a problem. You, the side chick,
But
you
how
will
long is
always
fixing?
be the fixing 6 years.
6 years.
That's a long
Oh
time.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
So,
a firm believer in
if
365 days will change any situation. It's either, you know what I mean, like, for me, if I met you and you got a whole girlfriend, boyfriend, you know what I mean? I mean, because I date both.
Right.
And I'm leaving only gonna work for me for
And
so long.
you don't know what sexually fluid means.
Yeah, I knew she didn't
you
know.
knew. Oh.
I'm not messing with no fluidness. You need to pick a side, nigga, and stay there.
But you fluid.
Well, these days I'm batting for the fellas. You understand?
Okay.
So I kind of met someone who.
Don't put that out there. We don't lie. It might be somebody else waiting.
Hey,
Don't put that out there.
ain't nobody waiting. Hey, if you're a Capricorn, stay away from me. I need again. If you're a Capricorn, stay away from me. But anywho,
But you know what, Dime? You said something. So if I was okay with, I said I don't mind having sex with a man that's bisexual, and it's like you gonna think another way. Do men think another way about women after finding out
Some.
they're bisexual?
No, they happy about that.
They ready.
They're happy
They
about that.
always
Because you know what?
asking, they
They
get
want
on
to
your
see.
nerves.
Some of them.
No, but she
Can I
said
watch?
some.
Can I watch? They
Some of
all
them.
want to watch.
All of them.
That
And they don't like
that
that.
depends on the man.
right.
That depends on the
Mr.
man.
Unregulated, do you want to watch?
Absolutely.
No, but would you seriously date her, or would you be scared every time she go out with her female friends she could be
He date
sexing
her.
one of them?
He dated.
And marry her. We're
And
not
have
dating.
you.
I'm talking about marry.
Well,
He
first
would
of all,
marry her.
before you get to the point of giving her a ring, I mean, you get to know her.
You gonna
So
marry her.
over that span of time, whether it's 6 months, a year, or 2 years, you have enough time to evaluate and make a decision as to if you want to put up with that.
You gonna marry her.
No,
You
but
gonna
I'm
marry
talking
her,
about
you
she
would. That's all I'm
stopped
saying.
doing that, but that was of her past. Would you marry? Just is yes or no?
If she
See,
stopped
that's
doing
the
it, yes, I will marry her because
Is she
it's
still
happened.
doing it?
Stop.
Because there's some things
Right.
in the past that I've done that I want her to forgive me for, and no, I ain't taking no
Somebody
dick,
said
so I don't
true.
need to take that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's some things in the past that I may have done.
I
Yeah,
need you
want
to
her
forgive me for what I've done in my
Or
past. That's my past.
not to always bring that up, or not to be trustworthy, or not to trust me
Right.
because of what I've done in
Right,
the
right,
past.
right.
Now, as far as leaving a marriage for this side chick, I may be in a situation like that now.
Wait a
And
minute,
least
we
let's
don't lie.
hear
You
about
better
it.
shut up.
And
We
if,
don't
it's,
lie.
and if it's over, it's over. I mean, if you're separated for 3-4 years,
Oh, yeah.
It's
They
it's
wasn't
over.
separated in the show.
But I'm just the question was,
Oh.
would
a
the
married
man
man,
leave
yeah.
and for the
So
side chick?
here's my opinion on it. I don't date married men. I think it's whack. I
I
think
don't
women
think
are
you should.
weak. I think that it's hurtful.
Preach.
And I've been cheated on one too many goddamn times to play these games, and I think it's very dangerous. I enjoy playing a movie role called You Want to Be Wifey. Y'all should check that out on YouTube and find out how some married women feel about you sleeping with their man. Because the question at the end was, so you want to be wifey? And we closed it with bury him, bitch.
Well, who?
Well,
Bury him, bitch.
that's-
Because some people are not playing those games. I just shared an article about a therapist that shot. I think she killed the pastor.
Oh yes,
because-
yes.
I think she shot and killed him because she said that he hurt her. And he played, and you can't play with so many people like that.
Right.
Because everybody is not ready.
You don't know where they are mentally.
I feel like for me, and I still am. I'm having so much fun being single that and I'm single. I put the singing single. I ain't worried about no ring. Like I do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it with no excuse. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about me. It's my life. But when I tell a man I'm ready for you, I'm gonna be ready for him.
Right.
Because I've had so much fun. I feel like so many people get married and they not ready. They got so many. You get married early in your 20s and your 30s. Do you figure out who you are? You got all these things you want to do that you haven't accomplished. And then it's like now you trying to maneuver and do this shit while you married.
Right.
So I got a lot of friends that remarried early.
Right.
Or they and they divorced again.
Right.
7, 8 years for
It's
me.
not for everybody.
7, 8 years I'm divorced and I'm not rushing it because, hey, a year or two ain't enough for me. You gonna have to bring it, and we gonna have to more than your penis. Somebody called me tonight and was like, "Come through." I was like, "I don't want to." He was like, "I want to eat the shit out of you."
Why do men think that we can't?
Right,
Like,
they think
like,
that's
like,
gonna
I
entice
looked
you
at my
anymore.
phone like, dude, like you really just turned me off. And then I did a live video saying, how would dudes feel after they said if you say, "Well, I just had this done, had that done the other day." Okay, crickets.
Right. Right. What else?
Because
can
I'm
you
not
do?
a dude. I'm not gonna be upset. I'm be like, power to you.
But see, I'm that type of woman, that friend that if he was like, "Well, boo, I just I want to keep it 100. He just had sex. Okay, you just had I will marry the dog." Because the guy is listen. I'm talking about I'm talking about not the dog that I met and we were being doggish together. I'm talking about the dog that I knew used to have all the fun he wanted. So now he done. I want him to have his threesomes and all that. If you ain't had a threesome and you ain't did a lot of the stuff on your bucket list, we don't need to get married because I didn't check mine's off.
Right, because he gonna be trying
Right,
to
because
do
he
it
gonna
while
be
y'all
trying to do it,
together.
and don't ask me
That's
for
right.
a threesome because
That's
I'm not
right.
giving the dude. Like if I meet you and you like, can we have a threesome? We're not doing that if I like you.
Right.
Once I threesome
Exactly.
you, I'm done with you.
Done with you. Bye.
I know so many
Yes.
men that always ask about threesomes, and then
But
I
most of
recently
them will
heard
not
that they
do it.
Well, no, a lot of the ones that I know they ready, they locked loaded,
A lot of
ready.
them chicken a lot of
They
them
ready.
in theory.
The question is, but even though so many men think it's so quick to do one thing or another, is can they really handle it? Because so many things are entice women so differently. And
Right.
so it's easy to have the threesome with somebody that you don't care about, because if you really care, and
You wouldn't
give it
wouldn't
with-
do
but
that.
I'm not
You would
going to
not.
because, but there are some couples that works for them where they always want to be in that environment, always want to share and switch up, and so you're constantly on that move. So, but here's my thing.
Where that environment at?
That's it.
It's
That's
all
it.
you know,
It's
but
everywhere.
right
It's
here.
everywhere.
But
It's
no, but here's the
everywhere.
whole
It's
thing is that
everywhere.
everybody's always wearing these masks and not being upfront. So I appreciate
Yes.
Steph saying that she appreciates she'll sleep with the the guy that's gay. For me, I would date a gentleman that used to be gay that said he wasn't, he's not gay anymore, because I'm a woman that used to date women. And I don't date women anymore. I'm also a woman that have dated men that when I told them that I used to date women, that became the priority. Oh, I want to have a threesome. Oh, I want to see this. Oh, I want to see that. And I've also had those friends that were like, oh, well, you used to date women. You always gonna date women. You always come back. And I'm like, that's some bullshit too, because that's not the case. But I know that I'm not going back to sleep with a woman. Do I look at women and say she's beautiful? It's a difference. It's a change for me. So for me, I'm not going to meet a man that used to date men and judge him and say that he can't change his lifestyle and date women and be at peace. I'm just not. Now I am not entwined. I'm not the woman, because I don't like dildos. I didn't like them when I was freaking dating women. No, when I say I don't like dildos, I don't like putting them on. Excuse me, pardon.
Okay, you like them in.
Sometimes, but you can't use everything. But and there's a certain type. So I'm real picky about a lot of things in my life if you don't know yet. So for me, I feel like my vagina is precious. So I don't want to open it up to anybody.
Right.
First of all, I want my husband to fit perfectly. I feel like we're gonna be aligned. I don't want nothing falling out.
Right.
I don't want. I don't want. I'm being honest, because I think that these are things that men need to understand why women don't want to just share. So, first of all, I don't know where you've been at, and you can see a lot of different diseases, but I don't know what herpes look like.
But this is why
This is
if
deeper
you were
combo.
gay,
This I'm
and
telling
you're
you, man.
thinking
We're gonna
you're
do
gay,
this.
We're done. We're not. We have nothing
No,
to
but what if they
discuss.
but what if they used to
We
be?
have nothing to discuss.
Why is Miss Unregulated big ass tongue coming out? I got that on camera.
Down, boy. Down, boy.
We have
Chanel over here talking
absolutely.
about how tight it is and how pressure it is. I'm like, I'm sitting here
so
like,
I didn't hear her.
I didn't
I didn't
She
imagine
said nothing
You
about
see,
tight.
thank you.
She said falling out.
He
They
was
were
thinking
falling
about
out.
how tight it was.
she wants to have a nice grip for the
That
grip
girth.
on her husband.
You know,
Like,
For my
for
husband.
your husband.
For my
Yeah.
husband.
Like, damn, boy, you got good.
Yeah.
he got a dog.
But
on
the
his
thing
t-shirt.
is, and we,
Exactly.
we have to wrap this up. But the thing is, for me, if you were gay, you're thinking about being gay, your mind ain't gay, sometime it's gay, I'm okay with you. We could be real cool, but no.
You don't want no tank 2 times.
No. So, we appreciate you tuning in. Check us out every Friday, 7 to 8. UUCJ, Unregulated Jams and Conversation.
Yeah, so you heard it tonight. Nancy said we ain't doing it, she ain't doing it, and that's just the end of it. That's just the end of it. So make sure you bookmark nlgradio.com and check out that lineup on Mondays from 5 to 7. Yes, Success in the Street with Coach Terry. Mondays from 8 to 10. I did, I'm dating, I'm not. Wednesdays from 7 to 9, we're gonna go to Cat's Lair. And Fridays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. the Smooth Hour. And of course, set that clock. Come back next Friday from 7 to 8. Unregulated, unplugged conversations and jams. See you next week, kings and queens.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Tell him local. Hey, Key. We love you, baby. Always loving you. Thank you for showing love, baby.
We need probably 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We need probably 2 hours or 1 hour, and then 1 hour we spend as an after party.